Today we're going to be making a Genoa for a CNC 27. It's a coastal build and it's made out of Contender Super Cruise 6.4. So you saw that the sail was cut out and then it was put into a box. See, this is what it looks like before it's done. It's sort of amazing to see the cloth in a roll like this, and it's going to come out and make a big sail that's going to take someone around the Chesapeake Bay or further. So we've got the sail, and looks like we already have the UV that's been cut out. So the first thing we do is roll all the panels out. Then I'll put them all in order. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to stick part of the sail together. I'll have the bottom section, the bottom two panels, and then the rest of the sail. And the reason we keep it in two different pieces for a while is so we can put the patches on and sew them around easily without the sail being in one piece. So after the bottom section is together and then the tack and the clew goes on, what we'll do is we'll stick the top section to the bottom section and then put the head patch on. So right now I'm going to tension the sail out. So the sail's tensioned out. I need to stick panel number 2 to panel number 1. And how we do that is we have double-sided seam stick, and that goes right along this line. Then I'll be sticking from the luff to the leech. I just did that because we normally refair the leech, so we stick everything with the luff, so the luff is fair when it's together. Because if you stick one side, one of the panel from the leech and the other one from the luff, you'll have to trim both sides of the sail. So this make sure you have a fair luff curve by sticking it all from the luff. So as we saw in one of our videos before, this is sort of the art of sailmaking right here, where I'm sticking two panels together and I'm using a computer line that's plotted right here and this edge of the sail, and this is a shaped seam, so when I stick these together we can see some shape forming right there. And the person sticking the sail together has a lot of control over the end result. So taking a little bit of time at this part of the process is what can make a good sail. And I'm going to check the seam to make sure that it's fair and there aren't any bubbles or anything in it. And we do this after every seam that we do here. And that looks really good. Good shape. So this is the bottom section of the sail. It's sort of hard unless you do this a lot to figure out what's going on here. This edge right here is the foot of the sail. This is the luff of the sail. That's the tack. And down here is the clew. And this is the leech. So this is as much as we're going to stick right now, the panels wise. The next step is to sew the seam, and then we'll be putting the patches on, the tack and the clew. And also we'll be putting the rest of this in one piece, the top section. And like I said, after the tack patch and the clew patch are on, we'll stick the bottom to the top half and put the head patch on and refair the sail and do the next steps from there. All right, the next step is, like I said, we're going to sew this seam right here that we stuck together. It's a 1-inch seam on a coastal build. We do 2 rows. On an ocean build, we'll do 3 rows. We'll be using a FAF triple stitch machine. This is our seaming machine. It's relatively quick, and it does 3 stitches, and then it switches and does 3 6 stitches in a zigzag pattern. So it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, which is a really good seaming stitch. So we'll roll the sail up so it'll fit through that little hole in the machine, and go at it. Have the sail in 2 sections. We have the bottom section, that's all seamed together, stuck together, sewn together, and then we have the top section of the sail here, stuck together and sewn together. You want to get a close-up of the stitching right here? You can see the zigzag stitching pattern, and it's a triple step, 3, then 3, then 3, then 3. And we did 2 rows of that because it's a coastal build. And you can sort of notice what I was talking about earlier with this seam that we haven't stuck together yet. You have one edge that's not straight, so when you stick that to the computer line, the sail will get shape. So you can sort of visualize it when it's on the floor like this, of the shape that it's going to have.